buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. Aquí estamos en otro episodio de The Other World. Vamos a ver qué nos espera el día de hoy, ver qué nos encontramos, qué secretos guarda este juego y cómo avanza la historia. En el episodio anterior llegamos a la pionera, creo que se llamaba. Salimos ya por fin de la... ¡Ay! Que no me sale. De la Tierra 2. Y visitamos el laboratorio del que nos sacó, que no me acuerdo cómo se llama. Y conseguimos un arma única, un arma tecnológica, que es el rayo menguante. Que ahora hay que probarlo. Junto a todas las demás armas que tenemos que todavía no hemos probado. Y nada, vamos a ver qué nos espera en esta pionera, que es una nave espacial de ganga estelar. Y nada.
Can we talk?
Pues sí.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
¿Qué pasa con ella?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Podemos ir a ingeniería ahora mismo.
Thanks,
Sí.
Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about anything else before we moved on? That's on account of how I never met her. It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception.
Y eso es horrible.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Vamos a ver.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure.
That's not the point. This half would just...
Hey, no offense, but I don't think this walking salt tuna can's gonna appreciate you interrupting.
Keep talking, Millstone. See what happens. Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want to truncheon through your teeth.
Esto no me lo pierdo. Joder, tío, con el mando que se me... Ahora.
This ain't a show. Move along. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Ay, madre.
Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
¿Qué pena tiene?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
Sí que lo es.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Este mismo.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
Vale, vamos a ver qué más tenemos. Creo que me dijeron que aquí en esta zona, que en lo que es la pionera, hay una...
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Máquinas pendedoras. Surgieron diferentes. Este vende armas. Y estoy viendo con primero. Vamos a ver tú qué tienes que hacer.
Identification, please.
Enseñar identificación.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udom takes it to an, unhealthy level. He's seeing you.
Vale. Vamos por parte. Este primero. Mesa de trabajo, una experiencia. ¿Tenemos alguna arma? No, parece que no. O sí. Derrota y esta y esta.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types of them.
Gluten-free nuts in it. Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power
Que no
Nuts.
me distraiga ahí entre la madre que lo parió. Anda.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
A ver qué vende. Ahora mismo todas las armas que tiene las tengo ya. Menos esta. Pues nada. aquí. Esto de los mercenarios. Derecho de los transportistas. Notas públicas. Nave incautada. Ah, esta es la nave, como. Busca un periódico y no suelta una melodía. Vamos.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated
Have you
bastards.
seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Webb. Artie greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. It is unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
H de carretero. Pa adentro.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Hola.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Saludo humilde.
At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10, the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Can we talk? Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination. Thank you, Captain.
Pues vámonos. Yo no quiero como adelante la gente. No, por aquí no. Ahora tenemos que volver a la nave. A ver.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
Veamos qué tiene.
Have a look.
Esto no. Tú, pero ¿cuántas cartas tienes? Este me mola. Pero tampoco tengo. Sí, un 6% de recargo. Acceso. Vámonos.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
BNP, I can't.
Jaja. Va. Otra. Este no lo he visto. Ahora sí.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
A ver qué tiene. Espada de seguridad. Ah, no tengo dinero. Go. 418 bits. Optigafa. Casco minero. ¿Cuánto vale esto? 624. Ah, por ahora no voy a comprar más. ¿Y tú qué?
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
A ver qué vale.
Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
Vale, y oficialmente no me queda mucha perra.
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing.
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
Drizzle a little bit of fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around it.
Los piones que todavía necesitan entrar en una zona restringida donde te dispararán nada más verte. Usa un disfraz, te ayudará a evitar que te reciban de forma hostil en cuanto asome la nariz.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the scholar, shipped in and out with.
Pero si por aquí ya está o no. Hemos quiero ya la pionera. Ah. Eso. Vale. Vale. Pero ¿cómo puedo usarlo?
Understood. On my way.
¿No puedo usarlo o qué? A 15. Pues... Pues nada, vamos a hacer otro y vamos a dejar eso para otro momento.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard
Are you listening to me, Mfuru?
CNP Borstworth. Unless it's Borstworth.
Sublight salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable?
Sí.
Money. We got it. The Steve Doors want it. I'll take that as a yes. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door.
Menos mal que no la hackeado.
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. At least one system on Groundbreaker still works. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
Just like in the serials?
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down. Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Entre comillas.
Thank you. I work hard to keep it that way. Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Vale. Ya que se la jefa del bicho de su fiesta y la vuelta. Ahí está, para que vuelve a hablar con ella cuando tenga acceso a esta zona. Gracias del descanso y te podría venderte una clave de navegación. Pues no la tengo yo. Ah, vale, tengo.
CNP Borston baked beans. When you need to
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
Beans is the only one.
Ooh, can we...
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Las preguntas son muy bien recibidas. Ahí están las máquinas de experiencia.
Bless my
sí,
heart.
experiencia, la verdad.
A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light on the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Tengo 15 bits, tío. ¿Esto qué? Este cartucho de dado contiene los registros públicos del puesto de avanzada de la compañía minera de Festo. Vencido, puede hacer a ello desde el terminal del capitán de las viables. Ostras, qué guay. Mediante el chiste de la red espacial. 5000. Vale, a ver qué tenemos. Podríamos... que tengo un cartucho de identificación que puedo usar en el sudario holográfico. Ahora te disfrazará automáticamente desde la zona restringida asociada. Ah, amigo. Vale, vamos a ver. Disparo holográfico activado. Tu sudario holográfico se ha activado, lo que te ofrece acceso temporal a esta zona restringida. Al moverte se agotará el sudario y si se te acaba, el personal te verá y te interrogará. Puedes superar el interrogatorio mediante el diálogo para restablecer tu sudario, pero cada vez que te pillen será más complicado.
Keep your sights out, friend.
Aquí, ¿no? Me están siguiendo. Me están siguiendo, tío. Ah, son ellos.
Great work.
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest.
Hacha de mano, de metal grande, el rosario, contenido de los pelos. ¿Hay algo más por ahí? Vale, de primera vamos a salir. Y de segunda ahora
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Nada, tengo que volver a la nave. Pero no puedo. Ah, sí, tú, los puntos, que ya hemos subido 2 niveles, 7 y 8. Vamos a subirnos el sigilo. Vamos a subirnos los diálogos. Y la distancia. En velocidad nos subiremos las tecnologías. Y ahora vamos a ver la ventaja. A ver, ¿qué podemos coger? La dilatación táctica del tiempo dura más. A veces tú eres la única persona en quien puedes confiar y eso no tiene por qué ser malo. Inflige daño adicional cuando te aventuras en solitario. Tantos años abusando de la cronalina te ha provocado un dinamismo permanente al caminar. Velocidad de paso. Velocidad en carrera. Cuida mejor de tu arma y tu armadura que la mayoría de la gente. Pide la debilidad del arma. Prioridad de impacto crítico. Capacidad de cargador de armas tecnológicas. Daño por flaqueza. Índices de armadura base. Reserva adicional de munición en los comercios. Velocidad de recarga y dilatación táctica del tiempo. Desbloquea la habilidad viaje rápido con exceso de carga. Precio de vendedor. Me lleva Germete. No, este. Ya la corrompe. Disfraz imperfecto, disfraz holográfico, cartucho de intención anestesia, electricidad. Vuelva a la fiable.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Sí.
The board would like to remind...
Rizzo Special Vodka.
Ahora sí.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a fella like you, I'd think.
Oh, no.
What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
No.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Una chuchi. Vale, voy a ver. Se puede vender algunos consumibles.
Have you tried our dehydrated water tablets? Just add air. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice.
Sí.
Have a look.
No puedo vender tanto. O más bien no quiero vender nada. ¿Cuánto he conseguido? 34. Ah, mierda. Vamos a hacer otra misión.
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
Vale, ¿dónde está? Aquí.
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene.
I am
no,
not
aquí.
making a scene.
Ajá.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Tengo que volver a la pionera. Va, es que a la... mi nave. Tengo que volver a la nave. Arma nueva. ¿Sabes tú?
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. Straight to the point, eh? All right then, on you go. That's right, though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss June Lay.
Vamos a ver. Chaval. Ya, no van a escuchar los primeros acerca de un científico de presiones de estar desarrollando un arma muy potente. Tal vez debería investigar en la terminal de Hawthorne ponían que en la tienda de gratis hay registro antiguo, por lo visto proporcionaron varias pistas al contrabandista. Ah.
Gracious.
Ya te entiendo. A ver qué vende.
I found a handsome ceramic.
Esto. Y esto. Por ahora nos quedamos así. Por ahí ni nada. Por aquí no es.
Rizzo's purple berry punch. You want a punch? You've got your punch right here.
Vale, ya lo pillo.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has...
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while.
Vale.
Oh, sweetie.
Now it's done! Go! That's the last of them.
Esto no es preocuparse porque ya me han dicho que en esta zona no pasa nada por matarlos a todos. Arma tecnológica, bueno. Castillo prismático. Y algo más por aquí. No parece, ¿verdad? Esa es la pionera. Esto no mantiene esta pieza de metal, se usa para transferir fuerzas de un gas de expansión hacia... Mira, nada, ahora solo puedo centrarme en la misión principal. Porque ya tengo que salir fuera. Ah, no está para abajo. A ver, antes de nada... Vamos a tener esto y esto. Y vamos a ponernos algo nuevo, ¿no?
Rizzo's purple berry punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
Olvidé. Ah, sí, tengo que comprar la clave.
You got that?
A ver qué tenemos aquí.
Well done. We're still alive.
¿Esto qué es? Toma de basura. Se aparta. Es una zona secreta para saquear. Ametralladora que sale. Te quitas, por favor. Gracias. Hay algo más, ¿no? Aquí.
Wish I could do that.
Hey, how'd you get back there?
Bueno, papel. Uy. A ver qué tenemos aquí. Vale, coge los chips, coge los chips. Vale, más puertas.
Someone there? Help! I'm locked in here. Can you get me out?
Okay, here we go! That's the last of them!
De flaquezas. Te hemos descubierto una flaqueza. Durante tu aventura es posible que tu personaje pueda activar una oferta de flaqueza. Acepta la flaqueza, es opcional, pero hacerlo te otorga una ventaja. La decisión es tuya. Conmoción permanente. Has recibido demasiados golpes en la cabeza, por lo que tus facultades mentales se han reducido de forma permanente. Atributos mentales, -1. Recompensa, 1 de ventaja. Vaya.
Is anyone there? I can hear footsteps. Don't just leave me here.
Vale.
Is anyone there? I can hear footsteps.
Por aquí ya. Es aquí donde hemos. Vale. Es donde me lleva este. Ah, ¿no puedo? Vale, pues nada. Se ha caído.
Is anyone there? I can hear footsteps. Don't just leave me here.
Pero ¿dónde está usted? Y ahí la pregunta. Vale. Uy, el 50. Acceso. Mucha falta. La cocina. Y el baño. Esto principalmente para conseguir fit y comprar directamente el cartucho.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing. What ain't I got?
Ah, ¿qué vende? ¿Cuánto tengo? Pues yo no tengo nada. No tengo nada de dinero. Pero escúchame, que no hemos encontrado al pavo.
What do you recommend?
Pavo que gritaba, estoy escuchando pasos.
Is anyone there? I can hear footsteps. Don't just leave me here.
Ah.
Good, we're in.
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet. Thanks again, friend. What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually, two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft. You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered bathroom? Is that how it is? Damn right I have. You scare me a little, mister.
Vale, ahora sí podemos irnos.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? Well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Nos vamos. Pues ya deberíamos poder... No, por ahí. Ir a la nave. Sí podemos. Vale, vamos a la nave.
Hey, you got a second?
Bueno,
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like. It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise. Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
Bueno, vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Que yo creo que ya hemos avanzado suficiente. Vamos a ponerlo, no, perdón. Esta misma. O no. Esta mejor. Bueno, pero vamos a dejarlo aquí. En el siguiente episodio le preguntamos de toda la pesca del juego. Como lo vi antes. No lo había visto. Pero bueno, no olviden darle like, suscribirse si os ha gustado y nada, un saludo, hasta luego.